Alright, well, October is upon us. I was going to say almost upon us, but no, it is here. It is October 1st. Let's just date the content right away, Kirven. Stop mashing your head into things. Let's just date the content right here. It is October 1st. There's no almost about it. I just don't know what goddamn day it is. And that means one thing. That means a couple of things. One, that gets to go back. I forgot the sea pickle, but it can go right there. And put another one there. Yeah, that's festive. Means another thing too is that the blue floral Hawaiian Fiji shirt and the grass equivalent to Malachine leg armor and the sandals and the shorts are no longer appropriate. But the sandals and the shorts might actually be fine because we're at the beach and I think Fiji's in a different hemisphere, so it's actually just coming up on spring in Fiji. But I don't goddamn know. I don't know geography. I did not pay attention in geography. That's another story. But I've been far too lenient in detailing the plight to become orange, and that ends today. We got to take a goddamn road trip for this. It's the worst. And I'm not gonna do that in third person the whole time. We're just gonna cut. Yep. All right. I don't know what I'm gonna do with the rest of these jack-o'-lanterns. I'll come back for them. All right. I don't really like doing this, especially around now because there's a lot of possibility for overlap in the timeline. But it's coming up on our Arvenic Independence Day. I don't remember specifically what I was doing, but I'm pretty sure he'll be busy. Let's just see what happens. That's a lie. This thing works perfectly. Observe. Great. Yeah. Well, okay. I guess I do start doing that at some point. It's fine. It needed to be redecorated. So, well, that does mean activity, but probably not right now. Anyone else home? Okay, good. That was incredibly stupid. Why did I think that would work? Okay, before I go any further here, let me just okay, just jot that down and yeah. All right. So if he's been redecorating, that means he's probably put the alarm in by now. Maybe is that next? No, 50-50, I'd say. 50-50 that there's an alarm. It's probably fine. Right, I would... No, you know what? Yeah, okay, this room is open by now. I was worried I was going to have to start going through drawers. It's fine. Here'd be where the alarm is. No, we're good. Okay. All good there. Let me just... right. Okay. All good so far. No flashing red lights or whatever color they are when they first go in. It's probably fine. What is he doing that you need? Yeah, it's not my problem. I left the key in the lock. Okay, just gently now. There it is. Okay, vault alarm shutdown sequence. Jana 2-4 eggshell eye, confirm override. Confirm override. Oh, you know what? God damn it! This is why you don't time travel. What did it used to be? And gone 11 again. For all the inherent perils of time travel, you would not expect needing to remember your old passwords to be such a prevalent one. I'm gonna go change. Right, you see how goddamn long that took me? That was like an hour of work. Like, these are the kinds of hoops that I have to jump through to make sure that the apocalypse relic hanging around my neck matches with the rest of my outfit. It's too much for a Halloween costume. Still good? Still good? Okay. And I left my remote in my other jacket, but it's fine. I'll fish it out later. And all right, mission accomplished. I'm gonna call that one a success. Good job to me, because I was the only one involved in this operation, and I just have to sit here and wait for this thing to close. So we might be here a while. This thing can sustain itself indefinitely. I'm just gonna cut. I just need to get my there we go. I'm not proud of what I'm doing, but I think it'll look good. It's not the worst thing I've done for the environment here at Palms Ahoy. It's close, but it's not the absolute worst. So we've had these things here for a while, and I need to move them, but I don't want to get rid of them. So I'm gonna, like, I need room to put something here, but I don't want to get rid of this thing entirely because it's just sort of been there this whole time. So I'm gonna try and move it to, like, over here, maybe. Just like have it jutting out of the water. I think that looks right. Yeah. I'll double check with an actual reference, but I think that looks about accurate. And then that thing is supposed to be floating next to it. I don't know if I'm going to move that one. All right, there we go. Let's talk about rabbits, shall we? So, I don't understand these mobs, like, in terms of their function. So the rabbit meat, first of all, drops in very low quantities, doesn't restore nearly as much as most other foods in the game. You have to actually chase down the goddamn things to actually get it, unless you want to trap them in a pen, which is impossible in and of itself. Because if you try to lure them back into a pen, odds are about 50-50 that they're going to fall off a 2-block high ledge and kill themselves. You get rabbit hide, which is only useful in my data pack because I repurposed the actual rabbit hide item as something else, and this is actually... Whoop. What the hell? What button am I pressing? There we go. Is only useful in my data pack because I wanted to reuse the rabbit hide item for something else, and I just made this leather. And what's confusing me is you go through all this effort to get rabbit meat in the first place, and then I don't even know if I can... Well, anyway, take my word for it. Rest assured, there's rabbit stew, which is made with like a potato and a carrot and a mushroom and a piece of rabbit and a bowl. So first of all, that's 6 ingredients, maybe. I wasn't counting. And it's like what, 5 hunger or something like that? 5 full meats of hunger? I don't get that, for one, because the ingredients cooked and eaten separately are better than that. And it doesn't stack. It's got the same problem as mushroom soup, except it's 6 ingredients. So it's even less wieldy than mushroom soup. And then all of that for 5 hunger bars when you could just get a cow, get steak that is 1 hunger bar less, and gives you much more efficient access to leather and milk. What was the design choice with these rabbits? And they only spawn in like 2 biomes. Like, you get them in the desert and you get them in the snow. Ostensibly, you can get them in like plains or forests or something. I don't know where. I know there's another biome you can find them in, but I've never seen them in that biome. I'm going to check, because I think this may be the internet gaslighting me as to where else you find rabbits. I've never seen a rabbit outside of a desert or a snow biome. they spawn in flower forests, taigas, and I've never seen a rabbit in a flower forest or a taiga. And even if they do spawn in a taiga, they're going to get eaten by foxes, which in and of themselves have very little practical application. I don't get it. The only use I have found for foxes, outside of changing them to drop leather, and occasionally an automatic berry farm, which in and of itself is not very useful once you get later in the game, is catching the overflow out of my horribly inefficient chicken farm. Is that it? Is that all I'm getting out of rabbits today? 35 raw rabbit meat? Okay, sure. Whatever. You! See? This is the kind of thing I'm talking about. The things I do for rabbit cacciatori. There we go. And I can't eat any of it because I need a full stack to stock the goddamn thing I'm stocking. Today I am on a mission, and it is not a... it's a pretty specific mission and not exactly one that anyone else in the world is ever going to find themselves on, but I've inadvertently set a challenge for myself, so you may be familiar with the Crockpot that I've introduced, which I stole in its entirety from the hit survival horror video game Don't Starve. Survival horror isn't quite the word. Survival macabre, I don't know. But I kind of went overboard with it because I added a bunch of food, right? And I'm reworking this in the next Datapack version, I think, but you know, that's another story. I added a lot of food, and I also made the mistake of adding an achievement for eating every food that you get out of the Crockpot, which, as you can see, since I added the achievement, I've only gotten 15 of the 64 that I've added. It might even be 65 now. I'll have to check that. Sometimes I forget to update the achievement. But I kind of want to get that achievement just to see if it can be done by a reasonable human being, which means I got a lot of food to make. I've got some of it, but here's the list. And some of the list is slightly out of order with... There's not really an order. It's just sort of the order I added them in, but it's a little bit out of order because some of them are... some of it's the menu for some of the restaurants, like the continental breakfast at the hotel. I've stocked with some of these foods, and the Asian fusion restaurant, etc. But let's go down the list. Some of them I had to spell weird because otherwise they wouldn't fit on the page. You can pause and read this if you're actually curious. So the ones with the exclamation marks are the ones that I have stocked. Yeah, so there's a few, and I don't remember the recipes to all of them, but I just want to see if I can even make all of them. So fasten your seatbelts, because this is going to be one hell of a montage, and if you think it's... if you think you've got problems, I'm the one that has to make the montage. Lord have mercy, this is going to take a while. Okay. So a little bit of housekeeping before I start the montage. The way that the Crockpot works in terms of fuel is unlike a furnace where the fuel that you put in determines how long the furnace will cook for. The Crockpot, the fuel you put in determines how quickly the item cooks. So it's one fuel for one output, but better fuel cooks it faster. This is more a limitation in my own ability to make this particular function work than it is any deliberate game mechanic on my part. But I'm using blaze rods because I have a blaze farm that I've probably forgotten to actually show, but rest assured I have one. And these cook, I think maybe, I don't know if it's twice as fast as coal, or it's faster than coal, basically. It's pretty fast. And if I'm going to be cooking anywhere between like 49 and 64 items, because I don't remember which ones I've eaten and which ones I haven't, this is going to be fairly important. Yeah, so this could take a while. Fortunately, I do have the... Nope. recipes all written down on our website. Problem is I have to log in, but I do have the recipes, so yeah, I guess may as well start cooking. Number 1, by alphabetical sort, not by the order on the menu. Ape grapes from the hit video game Starbound. Boom. This is a stupid one. Number 2. Wait for it. The smart ones, or the incredibly dumb, have already figured this out. Apple cobbler, because there's cobblestone in it. It's terrible. Number 3, banana bread. Number 3, banana bread. Number 3, banana bread. It's a 1 in 9, come on. Number 3, banana bread. Yeah! Only took me 4 tries. Number 4, bean dip. I messed it up. Actual number 4, the banana split. Number 6, the Big Kahuna Burger from the hit blockbuster 19-something film Pulp Fiction. Number 7, it's borscht. I was gonna wait for the surprise, but it's taking too long. It's borscht. Number 8, bubblegum. Number 9, here we go. Burning eyeballs from the hit video game Starbound. Number 10, close your eyes, kids. Don't do drugs. From the hit animated television series Avatar: The Last Airbender, we have... I thought it would be done by the time I finished saying that. Cactus juice. It'll quench you. Number 11, that I don't have one of the ingredients for. Yep. Candy apple with sprinkles. Number 12, carrot cake. Number 13, which one of these? Cheeseburger. Number 14, from the Silver Diner restaurant chain menu, the chicken tender platter with chicken noodle soup and crispy fries. Is the only thing that Zacticon has ever ordered from the Silver Diner, and we have been to the Silver Diner many times because it is across from the movie theater. Number 15, chili cheese fries. Another pun that the culinary inclined might see coming from a mile away. I ain't proud of it. I'm a little proud of it. It's kind of hilarious. Can't believe I didn't think of it sooner. Coleslaw. It's number, what, 16? I think it's 16. Number 18, and this is the exact moment when I lost count because it's actually number 17. As seen on TV, it's cornflakes. I've never seen a commercial for cornflakes. It may not actually be as seen on TV. Number 19, I think, the corn dog. Timeless classic. Number 20, corned beef and cabbage. The beef on its own is fine. I don't know why you add the cabbage. It just makes it worse. Number 21? Nope. Curry. There we go. I probably should actually gather all these up instead of just running around looking for them, but, you know. Number 20-something. I'm going to lose count a lot going forward, I think. From some really obscure, long-dead web show that you probably can't even find on the internet anymore. It's the dankest swamped for the 3 people in the world that find that funny. Number 22, as seen in your nightmares, the deepest seafood. It's like a Cthulhu pufferfish. It's funny. Number 23, Eldritch Meringue. And the one after that, fish and chips. Number 25, Foreboding Fruitcake. Number 26, courtesy of the Grand Admiral Hotel Continental Breakfast. It was a 1 in 9 shot. Fruit cocktail. Number 27, and the last one that will fit in the refrigerator. I'm not even going to try and pronounce this because I've heard it so many different ways. I'm just going to let you read the tooltip. It's the GYRO. Number 28, and this is the last one I'm going to put a number on because I keep forgetting what number we're on. From Halyard's Takeout, it's... there we go. The hot dog. Jungle juice. Don't do drugs, kids. And if you have to do drugs, do cooler drugs than hemp. If someone tries to sell you hemp and claim it's drugs, they're close, but they're wrong. Just keep that in mind. From the hit children's television show SpongeBob SquarePants, we have kelp chips. Get a better way to get these out of the dispenser. And from the hit East Asian country Korea, we have kimchi. From northern Germany, it's Lobsters. It's one of the few foods I could find that had beets in it, so. From the hit Minecraft mod The Twilight Forest, it's Meef Stroganoff. From the aforementioned video game Don't Starve, nope, this one, we've got Monster Lasagna. The Ocean Surprise, which I somehow made 2 of, accidentally. Shut up. The Omelette, a classic breakfast food. There it is. Pasta. What's next on the list? I feel like pizza bagel would be next. It is! Pizza bagel. 2 birds with 1 stone. Something seasonally appropriate, we have pumpkin bread with the grapes are in there because people put raisins in pumpkin bread for some reason. I don't fully understand it. I don't fully understand pumpkin bread, frankly. I never really got it, but, you know, I'm just trying to stay true to what's in the public opinion. And now I gotta go back to the Italian place. From Pineapple's Pizza for hopefully the last time, Rabbit Cacciatore, which I was complaining about having to make earlier in the video. From the hit Steely Dan song and also from, you know, real life, we have red beans and rice. From a time before you could actually get roots as an item in the game, and I had to use a fern to fill out the recipe, it's the root salad. See, it's like a fruit salad, but there's no F. From the hit FX comedy series It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, the rum ham. From your local coffee shop, every year at about this time, the seasonal maraschino. You can't really tell from looking at it why, but it's because it's got pumpkin in it. It's a pumpkin coffee. Shepherd's pie. From the strange, inscrutable imagination of Dr. Oriel Zach Token-Ontervik, MD, PhD, MD, PhD, RBA of the Abaloy Federation. Snake and eggs. I don't get it either. Come on, first try. Yeah, snow cone! I didn't think that would work. From your local McDonald's fast food eatery and a special place in the heart of one Dr. Dark Llama, we've got the spicy chicken sandwich, which we're not legally allowed to call a McChicken. From your local Chinese restaurant, and also this Chinese restaurant, spring rolls. From the hit video game Starbound, and also based on a different food from the hit video game Starbound, we've got sticky ribs, which include the ingredients for spicy ribs, because I figured, you know, why not kill 2 ribs with 1 stone? From my very own inventory, the stuffed gourd, the submarine sandwich. Not just a sub sandwich, it's a submarine sandwich because it's got a sea pickle in there. It's a pun. Sushi. Hopefully from your local Japanese restaurant and not from your local gas station. I get this right on my first try. Yep, okay. I ain't proud of this one, but here it is from your local shady neighbor down the street. It's the suspicious dessert. Again, kids, if you're gonna do drugs, do some cooler drugs. From a French McDonald's, and subsequently from the hit 19-something blockbuster Pulp Fiction, where is it? There it is. The Royale, which is not nearly as impressive in item form as it is compared to the actual recipe. You need a cheeseburger already made, and then you add pork, pickles, and mushrooms to it in a crock pot. This is basically a double prepared food. From everyone's least favorite guy on the camping trip, we have trail mix. I mean, seriously, we put you in charge of bringing food and you bring a bunch of oats? Come on. This one may also have been inspired by Starbound, but I don't remember which food specifically. It's the Tropsicle, which is like a popsicle in the tropics. There we go. Ultimate dip from the hit video game Starbound. Ultimate juice. And piggybacking off of that, ultimate meat, which is, I think it's a pork chop, a mutton, a steak, and a chicken all fused together. I missed one. It's tamales, and I feel like... Oh, you know what? I skipped another one. Direct from Cambodia, it's razor juice. Original pineapple flavor. There's several flavors of razor juice. There's also prickly pear and white grape, I don't remember. Part of balanced breakfast. Yeah, I got it right. Okay, I was worried there for a second. It's the lox bagel, which... See, that's recipe ID 65. Oh lord, there's 65. What one isn't on the... Okay, so I go through that entire montage, and I check, and I have 64 foods total. There's 65 in the game, but the Royale doesn't count towards this achievement, because there's a different achievement for eating the Royale. And I don't know what the one I'm missing is. Oh, I forgot to get the tuna melt. Here we go. There it is. Tuna melt. It wasn't even like some big mystical thing that I'd like intentionally not put in the document. It was just the tuna melt. Well, I think that is every... Nope, wrong one. That is every prepared food that I have added to this game. The problem is that I have to be hungry to eat all of them. And they each, most of these, except for like a handful, restore 5 hunger bars. I think like trail mix and snow cones and some of the cheaper ones don't. They're only like 3, and the Royale is like 8 or something. How many is the Royale? The Royale does 7 of these full. I don't even think you can. Can you see my cursor? Am I recording my cursor? I'm not. Never mind. Yeah, so I'm gonna fill up quickly trying to go through most of these. And they're golden carrots too, like the actual item is a golden carrot, so the saturation's pretty high. As I'm going back and stocking up on duplicates of everything, I'm realizing just how much of this I already had made that I just didn't notice. Like there was a fruit cocktail and a submarine sandwich right here. Guys, we've made a sale at Bombs Ahoy! How do I leave? I don't know when, I don't know who, and I don't know how much of this was left over from me testing it, but there's actually iron in there. Alright. Okay then. I gotta turn that back up. Well, already. That's not what I was doing at all. What? How long has this been here? I'm trying to go back and fill out this treasure map so I can stick it on my wall, and I fly past this. I've been digging sand out of some backwoods flat half a hill in the middle of nowhere. What is this? I just came back to the mansion because I was filling out the map. I can't show you the map right now because that would update the mansion roof, which is now gone, but I found another chest that I missed. Not my proudest moment. I'll take the junk too, why not? Gonna need rockets to get back. Well, no, I'll just portal back. It's fine. Okay, I'm fairly confident that's all the chests now. I ran out of rockets on my way back. Fortunately, unintended consequence, my gathering bag is technically a warped fungus on a stick, and technically can't break. So, I'm just riding the Strider back. Alright, well, there's something wrong with my headset today. It keeps, I probably have mentioned this in the past, but my headset is, I use a wireless headset because I've been using the same model for like, you know, upwards of 6 years now, and I physically do not think I could actually switch to anything else. Long story short, it's got its problems. Every so often it'll like disrupt whatever I'm saying. It'll like disconnect from the receiver halfway, and it'll disrupt everything I'm saying with some random burst of static. And it's doing that again, and I don't know what the problem is or how to fix it. There's a couple of other impediments, but that's the big one. I'm just going to call it here. We're going to wrap up that. I've been thinking about it. I need to do some infrastructure changes so that at Palms Ahoy, so that I can do what I'm planning to do with all of this. And B, I'm not doing those infrastructure changes because somebody, I'm not going to name names, but the only other resident of Palms Ahoy is on vacation for some reason. And let's see. Oh yeah, and also, that's probably a better Thanksgiving special. I have a list here, and I'm not looking at the list at all. I have these bullet points. Before I go, I'd like to complain about something. 1.19 is adding a way to turn dirt into clay, and I have a lot of dirt and no clay, and I need a lot of clay for Palms Ahoy, and by the time that I can actually benefit from turning dirt into clay, I won't need clay anymore. I'm just saying it would have been nice if somebody had told me about this change several versions ago, because then I could have actually done something with it before I put a moratorium on updating my data pack, because I have a new data pack for 1.18 or 1.19, I guess, and I don't want to be having to maintain two. So that's my thoughts. I think, slightly bothered that now I have to put off updating the server to 1.19 because they keep pushing back major world gen changes, and I don't want to have to like triple my world size because people keep having to go explore new chunks to find basic gameplay mechanics. That's just me. That I I've tried to record a rant about this several times, and I keep having the aforementioned problems with my microphone. So I think that's just a sign that I should just call it here. If you can't tell, the worst thing in the world for me is being moderately inconvenienced, and that's been a running theme for the day. So gonna put this one out hopefully while it's still October, and get the hell out of my beach resort. I don't want to talk to you anymore. Get out of here. Hello? I swear to God, one more outmoded, outdated, prehistoric foghorn comes back with another false positive. I'm going to start seriously considering an outside hire. Oh, you can trust 4 billion-year-old alarm systems to safeguard your universe-ending relics, they said. Give me a break.